If you're still awake right now, not because you want to be, but because your mind won't let you rest, this story is for you. Tonight, you don't need to fix anything. You don't need to understand everything. Just listen and let this story carry the weight for you while you slowly fall asleep. There was once a man who lived alone in a small apartment at the edge of the city. Nothing about his life was dramatic. He wasn't rich, he wasn't poor, he wasn't especially happy or deeply unhappy. His days followed the same pattern. He woke up before sunrise, went to work, came home, ate dinner alone, then went to bed. Every day looked almost exactly like the one before it. And slowly, without noticing, he became very tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep can fix, but the kind that settles deep in your chest. At night, he often lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. His mind would wander. Is this all my life will be? Does anyone even notice that I exist? If I disappeared tomorrow, would it matter? He never said these thoughts out loud. He didn't complain. He didn't cry. He simply carried them, silently. One evening, after a long and exhausting day, the power in his building went out. The apartment was suddenly dark. No lights, no sounds, just silence. He stood still for a moment, feeling strangely uncomfortable. Then he remembered something. In the back of a drawer, he had an old, small lamp. Its light was weak, barely noticeable. He turned it on. The room didn't become bright. It didn't chase away the darkness completely, but it was enough. Enough to see his hands, enough to feel less alone. As he sat there, looking at the soft light, a thought crossed his mind. This lamp isn't strong. It doesn't light up the whole room, but without it, everything would be dark. That night, for the first time in a long while, he fell asleep quickly. The next morning, nothing magical happened. His life didn't suddenly improve. His problems didn't disappear. But something inside him shifted, just a little. He opened the window before leaving for work. He made himself a warm cup of tea instead of rushing out. Small things, almost meaningless, yet they made the day feel slightly softer. Each night, he turned on the little lamp again, and slowly, the darkness inside him felt less overwhelming. Days passed. Weeks passed. Then one evening, as he was turning on the lamp, he noticed something unexpected. Across the street, in the building opposite his window, someone else had left their light on. A small detail, easy to ignore, but for some reason, it stayed in his mind. A few days later, he met a new neighbor in the hallway. They exchanged polite greetings. Then the neighbor said something simple. "I like your light at night. It makes the street feel less empty." The man didn't know what to say. He smiled quietly and nodded. After the neighbor walked away, he stood there for a moment. That small lamp, that weak, quiet light, it mattered. Not in a big way, not in a loud way, but enough. That night, as he lay in bed, he thought about his life. Maybe he wasn't meant to shine brightly. Maybe he wasn't meant to be admired or remembered by many. But perhaps just being there, just existing, just offering a small, steady light, was enough. Maybe you feel like that man tonight, quiet, tired, invisible. But even the smallest light has value in the dark. You don't have to be strong today. You don't have to be special. You just have to be here. And for now, that is enough. Sleep well. You've done enough for today.